So this broke last night. Well, I think it broke just after I was streaming. So let's talk about it. I did say we're gonna have to start looking at players, and that is what we're starting to do. Hello and welcome to the video. I hope you're all doing well. Like, share and subscribe. I much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing lets me know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know when videos go live. We're getting close to that 5k. We're getting there. We're on 1.2, 4.2 now. Just slowly going to keep getting there. But you all know that I have somebody called Sai who's been telling me a lot of stuff. He comes and pops in the chat sometimes as well. Said it a couple of weeks ago, literally a couple of weeks ago, when they're going to start looking at players and they're going to be looking at Premier League loans. Premier League loans, and what happened last night? Mike McGrath of the Daily Mail turned around and said this about Wednesday. We are looking at potentially Hammy Amos of Manchester United, got a contract till 2027. The young 18-year-old is a left back and left sided midfielder. That is what we need. We don't have much in that way of cover. And I said the other day, eventually, once things start getting lifted, we will need to start looking at players. And people have gone, oh yeah, we can't do that until we can do X, Y, and Z. We're still going to need to find players, even if it's just with Chansiri here for a little bit. Now, I have the thing where he's still got to run a football club one way or another. But what if he's not, in one sense, in control of funding any of it anymore? What if the takeover further ahead than people think? And the thing is, if that's the case, look at what's happened. With our ratification on the EFL embargoes have gone, and that's all come from the money that we get from TV, the Premier League money, the TV money, all that kind of stuff. That's where that's all been cleared. So don't think, oh, he's funding this. The thing with the stadium, he may have taken a grant. He may have someone else helping with that one. Because the thing is, if you're going to sell a house, you need to make sure your house is in 100% top shape. Ideally, you want to get a decent value. We know at the moment, our house in terms of stadium is not in top shape, and it's not going to be in top shape. So that's going to let him down on terms of trying to sell the club, because the club's infrastructure and everything else isn't great. And the thing is, if you get somebody coming in, that's what you want to improve. The other player that we have been linked with, again, Manchester United, a defensive midfielder, centre-back and centre-mid in Toby Collier. I have heard a lot about Toby Collier from watching the United Stand and the Terrace and all the other like mini little Man United fan channels, because I won't lie, I watch a lot of YouTube fan channels because I like to see what other people do and see how they do things and how they get on and stuff like that. But it's always interesting to get an idea of where they think people might go. So if Harry Amas and Toby Collier come to us, that would be fantastic. That's two really good loans. Now, you've got to remember, anything we do in a loan, we cannot pay a loan fee. We cannot do a transfer fee. Like there's players that we linked on the other day. We got the situation with them. You could potentially, the ones who are not, who have got clubs, you can potentially turn around and go, look, we will give you the sell-on fee of what they're worth. And then when someone comes in to take the club, they can look at the contract, redo it and go, we don't like that. We're not going to do that. This is what we're actually going to do. We'll renegotiate, done. But this is the thing you've got. We've had that with Gas. Gas went, massive sell-on, didn't get much. And the thing is, when you look at everything that like someone like Chris Powell said with the structure of the club, where it goes Chansiri, advisor, secretary. That's it. That is your chain of command. And I feel sorry for the club secretary with how much work she's having to do and having to go and do X, Y, and Z. That's a lot of pressure when your job is technically to manage meetings, try and get everything done, get everything else done in between. Your job isn't to have that much level of stuff on you. Now, Are there going to be more players linked? Yes. I think we're going to have more people come in, and we've had it in the past that we've had people like Brandon Williams come and had a look, Angus Gunn come and have a look, but then everything's not worked out and it's gone different. Williams has gone to Hull, Gunn's gone to Forest. Well, Williams nearly gone to Hull, he's not quite there. We know that Liam Cooper and Ben Mee have been training with the club, both free agents. So all we have to do there is offer wages. Granted, a lot of people have said 3 weeks and then we might have this to do. You've also got the other thing is that we are going to be running on a EFL business plan, which isn't something that we need to. It's one of those things where it doesn't help because it makes things harder to get done because of what we're doing. Because we'll have to keep between the CRFU and the club itself. Because even though the wage cap's gone, we still have to be in between this situation. The league wants to see a strong, stable, competitive Sheffield Wednesday. For this to happen, the clear current owner needs to either fund the club to meet obligation or make good on his commission to sell a well-funded party for fair market price, ending the current uncertainty. And that being said, that is a big one, because if he told that, show that he got funds or sell, I think there's a sale. I 100% there's a sale. I think everything has happened too quickly for there not to be a sale in the offing, like ready with stuff. And the thing is, if Sawson fundamentally emerges that he can't do it, he will have to do the fit and proper person test. He'll fail it. He will fail that fit and proper person test because he doesn't have funding. And I think we're getting to the point with the EFL where they're getting closer to getting in front of him, getting in front of people, going, do this test, show us your money. And he's going to be like, what money? I haven't got it. That's why I'm trying to sell. And I think we're getting to the point where when a takeover does happen, it's not going to be, he is sold to such and such, blah, 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 we're waiting for EFL ratification. I think it's going to be, this is your new owners, it's been cleared by the EFL, we have been working with the EFL for some months now to get this done. That's where I think it's going to be. And the closer we get to that, the better it is for us. The better it's going to be, the easier it'll be to try and move things on. Granted, anyone coming into the club, they will see the transfer fee and loan fee, and it could put them off. Don't get me wrong, it could put them off, but they might be able to get that either suspended for 2 years, where we get it, where we can be a well-run club, we get youngsters in, we get players in, where, hey, they go, you've still got this coming in 2 years, where you can't sign anyone for the next 2 years, but we'll give you 2 years to get your club in order, so you're competitive and ready to go and go from there. That's something they could do. And if they did, great, that would be fantastic for Sheffield Wednesday Football Club. That would be better for the fans, just so we can get a competitive squad. That means you're getting players on long contracts, you get young players around the 20 to 26 age, and then you also get a couple of experienced heads in between. That would be ideal for me on a takeover. But we're not there yet. The fact that we are starting to get linked with players like Cooper, Mee, Amas, Collier is fantastic. We have good relationships with Man U, Man City, Everton, Liverpool. We used to have a good relationship with Chelsea. I don't know if we can repair that because we did mess them around a little bit with one of their players. So hopefully that can get fixed. We need to. This is the big thing. We need to get those relationships fixed. We could be also looking at different markets. Remember, under Danny, there was a big emphasis with the transfer lot looking at the MLS. We start looking at the MLS again, you might be able to start looking at certain ways of getting the visas done a little bit easier. Our biggest issue is going to be visas in certain countries, because certain countries we can't get players in because of the visa, because of the Brexit thing now. Brexit kind of buggered the visas a little bit for us all. But that's where we are with players and transfers. I reckon we're a couple of weeks away from potentially having a takeover, but things change really quickly. 1 minute you hear something, it's fine. Next minute you hear something that it's depressing, it's all gone to shit, and we're trying to do anything again. So this is where we're at. This is where we're at. Let's see what happens. Hopefully, we're starting to see the turning of the screw a lot more on DC. And the quicker that happens and the quicker we've gone, the better. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'd much appreciate it. Liking out the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing gets us closer to 5K. So if we can get to 5K, the better. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.